Hey Keller Williams, Josh Abbott here today to teach you a little bit more about uploading contacts. You probably already figured out how we can use this Add Contact button up here to add contacts one at a time. It's a great tool and it works fairly fine, but what happens if you want to upload dozens or hundreds or even thousands of contacts to your database at once? And we can do that through this import button here. Now this is going to allow us to batch upload a CSV, or a comma separated values, which is essentially a spreadsheet, and we can upload that into command and get our contacts there in bulk. Now what I have here is a really easy template that you can use to put your contacts in it. We have all their contact and or their personal information, contact information, address, and then a tagging or an note section here. This is probably very self-explanatory, but the only additional thing here with these tags, if I wanted to add a new tag for another person, let's say I have, a Sally Smith in here and I filled out all the information, but I want to tag them and say that I know them from art school. And then I want to put that in there, and if I wanted to add a second tag, I need to put a comma in between the first and second, and then I will put, maybe let's say it's their profession and they're a teacher. And I'll put that right there. So by putting these two phrases in this in the tags column, that will create two tags for that contact when they are imported. So just go through and fill out all these information. You can use wherever you have your contact stored, whether it's Google or Apple, etc. You'll be able to export using those platforms, and then just copy and paste your contact information into this field. So let's say we have this completely filled out. What we then want to do is go into File, Download, and we're going to use that comma separated values option right there. And we see our download has been completed in the top right corner. All right, and so at this point, you've really done the hard stuff. We each have a few things that we need here to finish it up, and we'll go ahead and hit that import button. I'm going to drag that download, that CSV, and we can see the upload was complete. And then we hit the continue button. Now this is going to look at all the different columns that we have on that spreadsheet, and it's going to say which of these do we want to pay attention to and which we want to ignore. So this left side is the CSV column, so these are the columns that we put in there, and the right side will be the command fields that it is connected to. So we have our first name, and we can see that first column is populated with Joshua, and so I'm going to click right here, and this is going to be the first name command field. The middle names, I left those all blank, so I'm just going to hit the skip button, and I'm actually going to uncheck this one, so that's going to hide the skipped columns there. And this next one, we have last name as our column name, and I can verify it is the last name there. And then we have birthday, and then that refers to January 1st, so I'm going to go ahead and type in birthday. Home anniversary, same thing. Home anniversary. Phone. I'm going to type in phone, and there's going to be primary, secondary, etc. We just want primary phone, and same thing for email. Primary email. Now for the address line 1, there's a few different ones we can look at here, but we're looking specifically for the one that says primary address line 1. So this is actually comes across in two different lines of text. We are not doing primary address because that is if you have the entire address in one field, and we don't. So we'll do primary address line 1. If I had a line 2, we'll do this as well. Primary address line 2. City, which will be primary address city. State, primary address state. Zip code, primary address zip postal code. And country, primary address country. All right, so that's what we have for address forms. And then our tag section here, we're just going to search for tag, and then notes. And so those tags will pop up in that tags column on our contact screen, and this notes section, this will actually be inside the contact record, so you can view at a later time. And these fields down here for the social media, I could skip those if I want, or I can just leave them blank and it won't import any data either. And so we'll hit that confirm button, and we can see this sort of preview, phone number, email, The different tags will be added, that primary address, birthday, home anniversary, all the information that we just added onto that spreadsheet and then mapped once we got inside Command. We'll then hit that Finalize Import button. And then up here in this, the top right corner, we have this notification bell, and we'll see it'll jump up here in just a moment. So contact import partially failed. That's because I had an incomplete contact record for that second one. So in here, I didn't put a phone number or an email address, which are required to have one or the other for those contacts. So that's why this second Sally Smith one has failed. But otherwise, we have our new Josh Abbott contact that will be imported in here, and we'll be good to go. Well, I hope that was helpful. As always, let me know if you have any questions. I really appreciate you taking the time to learn something new today, to get better at what you're doing. I hope you have an awesome day, awesome weekend, wherever you are at, and I'll see you next time.